Hello penguins, I hope you're sleeping well. Today we're going to discuss about the terms related to menstruation and the abnormalities related to menstruation. So let's discuss about the menstrual cycle. First term is menorrhea or eumenorrhea or true menorrhea. The term meno means menstrual and rhea means flow or discharge. Guys, don't confuse it with regia or menorrhagia because the term regia means excess bleeding, so it's not normal. Over here, the term normal means normal in regularity, frequency, duration, and amount. Let's discuss these terms one by one. So, according to FIGO, that is the International Federation of Gynecology and Obstetrics, regularity over here means periodicity. That is, the menstrual cycle is occurring at a periodic rate. As in, it is occurring if it is occurring after every 30 days, then it is following this pattern and occurring after every 30 days or after every 22 days. It's regular. And the gap between the two menstrual cycle, if it is occurring, it should not be it should be at least less than equals to 7 days. And in similar way, there is irregular. Irregular basically means it is not following a pattern. If sometimes it's occurring after 22 days, sometimes it's occurring after 35 days, sometimes it's occurring after 40 days. So the gap between the days will be, if it is more than 8 to 10 days, we say it irregular. The next term is frequency. Frequency, by the term only we can see whether the menstrual cycle is more frequent, it is infrequent, or it is normal, or there is totally absent of menstruation only. If there is absence of menstruation, we call it amenorrhea or absence of menstruation. The menstruation will be called normal in frequency if it is occurring for more than or equals to 24 days to less than or equals to 38 days. It will be called infrequent if it is taking more than 38 days. Why? Because if normal menses are occurring in 30 days, after every 30 days, then for a period of 6 months, there will be at least 6 cycles. But in case of infrequent periods, if it is taking more than 38 days, then there will be less number of cycles within those 6 months. It is called frequent if it is occurring or taking place in less than 24 days. And if normal menses are occurring in 30 days, then there should be 6 cycles in 6 months. But in frequent menstruation, it will take more number of cycles within that 6 months period. Then we have the duration of menses. It's called normal when the menses are lasting for less than or equals to 8 days. It is called prolonged if the menses are lasting for more than 8 days. Then we have the amount or the flow volume of the menses. It's called light if the volume is less than 30 ml. It is called normal when it is between 35 to 50 ml. And clinically, over here, 80 ml is very important because clinically, less than 80 ml is considered to be normal. But if it is more than 80 ml, we call it heavy amount or heavy flow volume. Why 80 ml? Because if the menses or the amount of the menses exceeds this volume, then the clinical signs and symptoms of anemia will be seen. Now let's discuss about the abnormalities related to menstruation. The first term is amenorrhea, where a means absence. Therefore, amenorrhea is defined as absence of menstruation. Remember students, amenorrhea is not a disease, but symptom of a disease. Next term is hypomenorrhea, where hypo means less. Therefore, hypomenorrhea means scanty menstrual loss in duration and amount. Menorrhagia, where meno means menstrual and rhagia means excess bleeding. So, menorrhagia is defined as excessive menstrual loss in duration and amount, or both causing more than 80 ml of blood loss. Next term is metrorrhagia, where the term metro means uterus. Guys, don't get confused with this word metrorrhagia. It doesn't mean bleeding just from the uterus. That is also menstruation. But over here, metrorrhagia is defined as intermenstrual irregular bleeding from the uterus. That is, in between menses, irregular bleeding is occurring. Either spots of blood will be spotted or heavy bleeding can also occur. The next term is oligomenorrhea, where the term oligo means few in number, hence Oligomenorrhea means infrequent menses at intervals longer than 35 days. Let me make it easy for you. So, if we are taking normal cycle of 30 days, therefore in a period of 7 months there will be 7 menses, correct? Therefore, it is eumenorrhea or normal menses. But if there is oligomenorrhea and the cycle will be of 35 days, therefore in a period of 7 months there will be 6 menses or less as compared to the normal. Therefore, it is oligomenorrhea. The next term is polymenorrhea or epimenorrhea. It is exactly opposite of oligomenorrhea. The term poly means many or frequent in number. Therefore, polymenorrhea means frequent menses at intervals shorter than 21 days. For example, if a cycle of 30 days is occurring, then in a period of 7 months, there will be 7 menses, which is normal. Therefore, if there is a cycle of 21 days in 7 months, so there will be at least 10 menses, which is quite excess than normal 7 menses. Therefore, it is polymenorrhea, that is many. The next term is polymenorrhagia. The term itself will give the definition. It is a combination of polymenorrhea plus menorrhagia. That is, it refers to frequent and heavy menstrual bleeding. Next, we have dysmenorrhea, where the term dys means difficult or painful. Therefore, dysmenorrhea means painful menses. The next term is cryptomenorrhea, where crypto means concealed or hidden. Therefore, cryptomenorrhea means concealed menstruation, as in the female is having menses, but the blood is not coming out, or it is hidden or concealed. It can be concealed due to imperforated hymen. Guys, these terms or abnormalities related to menstruation is very easy to remember. Just remember the term, break it down, and you will remember the definition. According to the new FIGO guidelines, the terms which I just discussed with you people, these are obsolete or not in use. But we are discussing this because they may be asking you why was.